Starting at small forward, standing 6'8", number 3, Brandon Ingram.
The NBA on 2K Sports, presenting an exciting Monday night game with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a quick look at how the Toronto Raptors schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Friday, they head back home to host the Washington Wizards.
And looking at the Cavaliers matchup, they'll need to be pretty much perfect for that one. Anything less than that means they're in for a tough evening.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for Toronto, Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Emmanuel Quickley is out there with Dick. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
Here's Ball, following the bucket by the Raptors. That one's good for 2.
Whoa, what handles? Left the defender right in the dust.
And effortlessly laid it in. He just makes it look so easy. Ridiculous.
Now here's Ingram. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13 and a half a game. No luck on that one. Here's Charlotte. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
Yeah, it was really just the failure to convert shots on a consistent basis. That's going to cost you games, believe me.
I thought most of the shots they took were low percentage looks. The key in the NBA is, can you get your best scorers into their best spots? They didn't do that. Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
Back to Ball. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Charlotte.
Yeah, they beat this team in the season series last year. But what's that really saying?
Fires it. Barnes, no good.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Well, Grant, a wrist injury hampered Brandon Miller in year 2. Good to have him back in action, though.
Yeah, the number 2 pick in 2023. I mean, the future is still bright for Miller. And he'll have every opportunity to fulfill his immense potential.
You know this about Scotty Barnes. This guy is an exceptional athlete. That is above the rim.
Green, the pass to Miller. And here's Ball. The 3 is up. Ball with another miss.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Miller against Dick. Miller left side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bridges. Pirtle grabs a miss.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Ingram with the ball. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Raptors up 4. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Diabate in at the 5, down low. Here's Murray Boyles. He's guarded by Bridges. Murray Boyles can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 4. You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys?
All for one. Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Murray Boyles. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's Mobo. And he throws it down with one hand.
Well, critical in the pick and roll that you be able to deliver the ball in a timely spot and in the right position. And R.J. Barrett does just that.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The old days, Doris, it feels like rookies these days get more playing time right away.
You're right, B.A., and it doesn't matter if they're still in their teen years. It comes down to, are you the most talented player, or are you considered a foundational piece, and we want to get you repetition right away.
A minute 42 left in the first half of this one. Outside Sexton to the left wing. The 3 from Ball. Toronto grabs the miss. And here's Barnes. 6 points for him. Outside Dick. Fires for 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Barrett. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Barrett's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Oh, that's a big-time grit by R.J. Barrett. You want some contact on me, I can finish anyway.
There's Ball with a 3. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ingram. Quickly, it's checked in for Toronto. Charlotte also making some changes. Plumlee's checked in for Salon. And Green is subbed in for Bridges. 41 seconds left in the first half. Ball outside. Back to Sexton. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Dick. Ingram, the pass to Quickly. Counted.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Quickly against Ball. Ball in the paint.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for the Charlotte Hornets.
Well, their problems start on the backboard, and it's not just a few unlucky bounces. It's an activity, Shaq.
Which is something you can fix if you want to, but I'm not seeing a lot of want to from them.
Okay, switching gears. Let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings thus far.
Taking a look at Charlotte, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the 3rd quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. Grady Dick out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Dick, the pass to Pirtle. Just 5 on the clock. Quickly from outside. Offensive board. Goes up again. And the bucket by Pirtle. Pirtle's got his first basket.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Ball passes to Plumlee. Back to Ball. Stolen by Quickly. Left side Ingram. Pass to Pirtle. Bridges on the double. It's stolen by Green. Now Miller. This one for 3. On target from range. Miller's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Offensive rebounding was down for a few years, but it's making a comeback.
What teams realize, Brian, is that you can absolutely corner crash, create extra opportunities for yourself without putting your defense at a deficit.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Barnes passes to Pirtle. It's good. Pirtle's got 4 points this quarter.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Here comes the Raptors wide tag. This means we need you to get loud right now.
And now a look at the toughest defenses around the league. The Hornets in second.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
Hornets trail by 9. And last season, the Hornets with the second most games missed to injury.
Always tough to overcome significant injuries, especially if it's a rebuilding team. And the other part of that, BA, is it's complicating their ability to evaluate the talent that they do have. All of that requires help. You hope that's on the horizon.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Brian, back to you.
A tone setter at that end. Thanks much for the report, Allie. And here's Green from the arc. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 6 rebounds in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Pirtle. Here's Barnes. 6 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Fades and shoots. The shot by Pirtle, no good.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
Now here's Ball. Now Plumlee. Here's Bridges. Covered by Ingram. There's Ball with a 3. It's rebounded by Dick. Toronto leading by 10. Outside Ingram. Back to Dick. Launches it. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Toronto out in front, up 10. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hornets. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. And it's Green in at the 3. Now here's Plumlee. Outside Bridges. Shoots it up. Barnes with a rebound.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
They set the pick. Now quickly. Yes! Using that window!
I love the do-it-all approach by Scotty Barnes. That's a nice assist there.
Hornets trail by 12. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
You see yourself on the screen and you select your best move. Let's go.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys,
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. A 12-point game. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Plumlee a screen. LaMelo! Ball sticks the three.
Well, LaMelo, ball in the catch-and-shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Ingram against Green. Pirtle!
Well, the contact on Pirtle, pretty clear there. The big man getting tough and gets the call.
First team foul. At the line for Toronto, Jakob Pirtle taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
What you love about Jakob Pirtle is his reliability. You know he's going to give you rim protection and rebounds. The other part is he can play with his back to the basket. Somewhat of a lost skill.
And so Pirtle nails both of them. Hornets trail by 11. Ball on the take. Using the glass to lay it in.
Well, this is exactly what you want from LaMelo Ball, attacking the rim off the drive.
And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Green against Ingram. Oh, the shot is off.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
That one goes. Yes, sir.
That's great to see Josh Green stay ready. These opportunities present themselves on the interior. You've got to go get it.
Now Quickly. Pirtle outside. Now Dick. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ingram. For 3. Oh, he cannot hit. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Ball. Connects.
Well, LaMelo Ball relishes these moments. That young man has no fear.
Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Jacks up a 3. Barnes with a rebound. And an intentional foul right there.
Second team foul. At the line for Toronto, And then roll quickly. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, just terrific job knocking these down in a big spot.
Time called here. The Hornets decide to talk it over. 20 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Now, it's an opportunity for a teaching moment. I'm sure Coach will waste no time making his points.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
Three doesn't go. Quickly against ball. And so Toronto takes the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
You get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.